Hi everyone, this video is going to show you color swatches as well as lip swatches of Milani's new Amore Satin Matte Lip Creams. They originally came out with just their matte version, and these are supposed to be slightly different from that. These are available through Ulta.com and of course any stores that Milani is sold in. If you have not seen the other video that I did showing you the new matte lipsticks in the new matte formula from Milani, I will link that in the upper right hand corner for you also. And I've also done swatches, I believe, of all of the original formula matte lip creams. That's a long time ago, so I will also link that in the upper right hand corner for you if you want to compare the shades, textures, finishes, intensity, etc. And of course, make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on videos like this. As always, links to where you can find these products online if you want to purchase will be in the description box below, as well as a link to Ebates, so that if you do make online purchases, you can at least get some cash back on any price you pay. So this new lip cream comes in 12 different shades. We will be showing you all 12 of the shades in this video. On Ulta and Milani's websites, these retail for $8.99 each. According to the company, this is an intense, bold color with a buttery, soft, suede-like full matte finish. Contains shea butter and soybean oil for long-lasting hydration. It's supposed to have a new weightless formula that cushions lips for hours of long-lasting, more comfortable wear. Formulated with built-in primer to fill lines and smooth lip texture. So if you used or didn't use the prior incarnation of this lip cream, which was just a straight matte formula, it sounds like this new satin matte formula is supposed to be more comfortable, not as drying. Here's a quick look at the packaging. Exact same kind of plastic rectangular packaging as the original matte lip creams. The only difference is that they've added this clear sticker on the handle that says satin matte so that you can more easily distinguish it between the original formula. And as you can see, it has the pinched doe-footed applicator. Shade 1 is called Lavish. 2, Luxe. 3, Fancy. 4, Plush. 5, Velour. 6, Revel. 7, Classic. 8, Indulge. 9, Velvet. 10, Satin. 11, Elegant. And 12, Cashmere. So Lavish is a light beige nude. Luxe is a pink brown nude. Fancy is a pink. Oh, that one, the oil kind of separated on that, so maybe pump first before you apply. Plush is a mauvey pink. Velour is a berry red. Okay, so I swatched the next shade, which is Revel, but accidentally didn't film it. And then the swatches were so close together that I couldn't remove it to re-swatch it for you without destroying the other shades. I also noticed that the swatches were getting a little messy because the oil hadn't been blended with the color, and so they kind of started to bleed into each other. So I've redone the first 5 swatches for you, but before I swatched them this time, I kind of circled the doe foot inside the tube to try to make sure that the oil and the color were blended together, and I've left a little more space between the swatches so that hopefully we can keep them distinct. Okay, so 6 is Revel, which is a berry purple. Oh, I did it again. Oh well, we're gonna leave that one. Classic is a mauve. It is kind of easy for this to get away from you because I am trying to leave space, but the swatches are kind of going further out than I'm wanting to, even when trying to control the applicator. We'll see if that translates to a problem or an issue when applying to the lips. Indulge is a red terracotta. It's not quite red, I wouldn't say. It is definitely warm toned. 9 Velvet is a brown terracotta. Satin is a red. To my eye, this looks like a slightly orange-based red. Elegant is a red-brown. I did it again where I wasn't filming on the last swatch, so I re-swatched number 11. Number 12 is Cashmere, which is a deep aubergine. Okay, so there are our 12 swatches. I'm going to wait another couple of minutes to let them fully dry down. Okay, it's been a full 12 minutes and you can see on the edges that they're still not completely dry. Once you apply them actually to the lips, you probably won't have this problem. But let's go ahead and look at the colors and the finish. Sorry if you can hear my chair squeaking throughout the video. All right, so you get good color on all of these. The darker shade might give you a little bit of trouble with the evenness on the opacity, that middle deep purple shade too maybe. Let's get to the lip swatches to really see what we got. So these are fairly easy to apply. I mean, you're not going to get the precise crisp border you would with something like a lip pencil. So on the deeper shades, you may want to use a tiny lip brush to make sure that the border of the lips is really crisp. In terms of the formula, I looked at the ingredients for the original matte formula and then this satin matte formula. They are very similar. The major difference is that a couple of those oils that I mentioned at the beginning of the video are in the end of the ingredients list. So I think it's basically the matte formula with some oils added into it at the end so that the dry down is a little less dry. They do feel fairly comfortable on the lips. I mean, they're not super moisturizing or nourishing, so you do still, even after the complete dry down, you can kind of still feel a little bit of, not stickiness like a gloss, but you know, if you really press your lips together, they do stick just a little bit. And I think that's the oil combining with the normally matte powdery finish. Once these have dried down, they are fairly transfer resistant and smudge resistant. They're not completely that way. You get just a hint of color if you do like a kiss test, or if you're gonna drink, especially if you're gonna introduce water to the formula, that will kind of help remove it a little bit. But for the most part, they are going to be kiss proof, transfer proof, smudge resistant. I think a lot of these shades are similar to the ones you find in the original matte formula. When I was applying a lot of them, I thought, oh, this looks very familiar. So there are a couple shades that I didn't have that reaction to, but it's been a long time since I swatched the original matte formula, so maybe some of you can tell me in the description box below. And I do notice a slightly sweet scent to the formula. Those are my thoughts on this new matte satin formula from Milani. I hope this was helpful to you if you were wondering whether this formula was an improvement and wondering which colors to purchase. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch. If you have a second to give it a thumbs up, please do, and I'll see you in the next video.